So, what's the best way to lose weight? There are a lot of theories out there and lots of plans and programs, and it can get really confusing. Maybe you've been on a few of these. What I'm going to do today is to teach you the science of weight loss so that you understand not only what to do, but why. So, stick around and I'll enlighten you. Now, if you don't already know me, I'm Dr. Angela Zechmann. I'm a medical doctor. I specialize in weight loss medicine. It's all I do. I have a clinic, and I also help patients online in my program called Journey Beyond Weight Loss. Be sure to like this video, hit that little subscribe button, and sign up so that you can be notified when I post more great videos. All right, so let's talk about weight loss. What is the best way to lose weight? I want to teach you how it is that we gain weight in the first place and what we can do to reverse that process. And in the end, I'm going to give you a resource so that you can get started right away. So stick around till the end. So what causes weight gain in the first place? What we've thought for decades now is that it's a calorie problem. So what we've been told is that the reason that we gain weight is because we eat too much, too many calories in, and we're sedentary. We don't exercise, so not enough calories out. And so the excess calories then get shuttled in, stored as fat. Okay. And so the solution is to reduce the calories in by dieting and increase the calories out by exercise. And then we'll end up having to use up stored fat for the energy that we need, and we'll lose weight. And this theory has been going on for decades now. Lots of healthcare professionals, lots of nutritionists and dietitians have been espousing the calories in, calories out theory. And I don't know if you've noticed, but people have been gaining weight. It hasn't been working. So there are a lot of flaws in this reasoning. Okay. I've got 4 flaws for you. I actually could talk for days on this, but I'll just give you my top 4 flaws with the calories in, calories out mentality. Flaw number 1 is we end up in the famine state. Your body was designed to survive famines. We evolved to survive famines. So when food gets scarce, what our body does is to lower the resting metabolic rate. That is the number of calories that it takes to run your body without any movement included. Okay. Just think about it. You have to beat your heart. You have to breathe. You have to digest food. You have to run your liver. You have to run your muscles. You have to run your brain. Lots of calories every day being invested just to run your body. And that rate is going to slow down. You get tired and you get hungry and you get cranky when that happens. So that's the first flaw, is we end up in the famine state. Second flaw, we end up eating low fat. And there's a problem with that. Foods that have calories in them are either carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. Fats per gram have more calories than protein or carbs. So the theory is if you want to lower the calories, you reduce the amount of fat. And so all kinds of foods are out there that are labeled low fat. And if you look at, say, for example, a low-fat yogurt, what the food industry discovered is that people don't like to eat low-fat foods because they don't really taste all that good. So what they do is they add sugar in it to make it taste better. So, and sometimes they add salt as well. And so particularly the sugar is going to wreak havoc on our metabolism. And I'll explain that in just a minute. But what I want you to understand right now is that eating low fat isn't going to serve you. Okay, there's a flaw with that. The third flaw is that we are completely relying on our willpower. We're starving ourselves. We're forcing ourselves to exercise when we don't feel like it. That takes a lot of willpower and energy. And as it turns out, we only have 15 minutes of willpower every day. That's what the research is showing. And you can use up your willpower just by going through your email list and trying to decide what emails you want to open. So we can't rely on willpower, okay? The fourth flaw is the exercise piece. As it turns out, the research is now pretty clear. Exercise doesn't cause weight loss. How many times have you gone and joined a gym and spent hours and hours and hours exercising and you haven't lost a pound? That's because exercise doesn't cause weight loss. By the time you do enough exercise to lose a pound of fat, it's hours and hours and hours. As a matter of fact, I looked it up for a 155-pound person, just an average person. It's going to take you 10 hours of walking to burn off enough calories to lose 1 pound of fat. That's a lot of exercise, okay? And your time is much better spent doing other things. So those are 4 of the flaws with the calories in, calories out mentality. So then the question becomes, okay, what is the best way? If it's not counting calories and increasing my exercise, what is the best way to lose weight? And here's what I want you to understand. As a medical doctor, here's what I can tell you. The problem is insulin. Here's what I want you to understand about insulin. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Insulin is a hormone that is secreted by the pancreas. The pancreas is a digestive organ. Anytime your blood sugar goes up, your pancreas is going to put out insulin in just the right amount. It's very precise, just the right amount to bring that blood sugar back down. Okay? Now, what I want you to understand is that insulin actually has 3 jobs. Okay? The first job I just told you, bring your blood sugar down. Insulin's second job is to store fat. It's also very precise at that. It stores belly fat like crazy. Insulin's third job is to prevent fat from coming out of fat cells. So I want you to imagine when your insulin levels are running high, fat's going in the fat cells and it can't get out. Okay? So it's a one-way door into fat cells when your insulin levels are running high, particularly belly fat. Now, I want you to think about all the foods that we eat. Okay? Think about the foods that we consider to be the standard American diet, or depending on where you're watching this in the world, the global industrialized diet. Okay? Processed food. Very, very high in sugar and flour. Okay? Flour gets turned into sugar. So sugar and flour are interchangeable as far as your body is concerned. So think about burgers, French fries, pizza, the bread and sandwiches. Think about all the sweets that we eat, all the candy that we eat, cookies, pastries, bagels, donuts, sugary sodas and energy drinks, coffee drinks, okay? All of these foods cause a big blood sugar spike, cause a big insulin spike, and they shuttle, that insulin is going to shuttle fat into belly fat cells. So what you want to do, and here is the secret, stop worrying about calories and stop worrying about exercise and start thinking about insulin. Always ask yourself, how much insulin is this food going to cause me to have to produce in order to bring my blood sugar down after I eat it? And if it's a lot of insulin, I would say don't eat it. What you're going to end up doing is you're going to want to stop eating fast foods and processed foods and eating out all the time. And you're going to want to start cooking. You want to start cooking wholesome, real, healthy food. Now, I hope this makes sense to you. The best way to lose fat is to reduce your insulin levels and give your fat cells a fighting chance to release fat out into the bloodstream so that that can be used for energy. And that's what they call dining in, right? Here's a pro tip for you. Pro tip, sugar and flour products are very addictive. Research is very, very clear. And of course, the food industry knows exactly what they're doing when they're dumping sugar in everything. So getting off of these foods can be a little bit of a wild ride. So I got some help for you here. In the description, I am going to give you 2 resources. First thing is a 3-step process for getting off sugar. There's a document there you can download. There is also a 5-day sugar detox menu that you can download that will help you get started. And then the other thing is a video that I did, and it's called How to Kick Sugar. Okay, so I want you to get those 3 things that will help you get started, getting off sugar, getting your insulin levels lower so that you can burn fat. So that's what I want you to understand today, is to stop worrying about calories, start worrying about insulin and how much sugar and flour you're eating, and think about how you're going to get off sugar, okay? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that great big subscribe button and click the link on the video on your screen right now, which is all about how to kick sugar. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.